I need a cavalcade of fucking Democrats and every media pundit on the left side of the aisle to be calling for Donald Trump to release the Epstein list. Because why the fuck not, bro? Why the fuck not? You guys been complaining about this for fucking years. Here's your chance. Here's your chance. Hold your guy accountable.
Donald Trump even said he didn't want to release it, at least not the whole thing. He said because, there's some names on there that, it might ruin some people's lives or careers.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah. I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would, or at least
Do you think that would restore trust? Help restore trust?
Yeah, I don't know about Epstein so much as I do the other.
That might not have had anything to do with like you're talking about yourself. Clearly, very clearly talking about yourself here. It was a Katie Couric or 60 Minutes interview. I don't know, it was a year or so ago that I remember seeing this. And I'm like, he fumbled that question so hard. I'm like,
I hate to break it to you. This was like 4 months ago. Like, this was not.
Yeah, it was on Fox News. Yeah,
we feels like a year ago.
Yeah. Because the funny thing is about that interview, they asked him, they said, hey, would you release the Kennedy investigation, 9/11 investigation? Would you release all the Epstein files? He goes, yeah. Well, he said, yeah. Well, most of it, because, a lot of that stuff might not be true. There might be some people who might get caught up in there. I was like, buddy, that is the worst answer. Like, just lie at that point. I mean, you're so, of all times he didn't lie. That was a weird time to be like, yeah, well, maybe not. I'm not so sure. I don't want them to hold me to that. But no, but you're right, John. I love this. Just stick it to them. Just say, yeah, I want all the Epstein information released. Why don't you? Well, what? I mean, it's not going to work. He's not going to work. But yeah, but I actually do want it released.
Once again, you either want the Epstein files released or you're a pedophile. Just let's go right with the same shit. You're clearly a pedophile. You don't want the Epstein files. You're clearly your name's on it, or you're defending somebody who's on it, and you're either a pedophile or you're supporting a pedophile, which makes you a pedophile. You're a pedophile. Just start calling them pedophiles.
Right. I think the best way to go about it would be like, well, why isn't Trump doing it? To give me one good fucking reason why Trump is not doing this. Like, he's the guy you say he is. He's the one wearing the white hat and rescuing the women and children. Like, tell me why he's dragging his feet on this. He's been in office 5 hours already. He could have done it an hour ago. Why isn't he doing it? It's an unlosable argument. So of course, the Democrats, every Democrat in Congress should be saying this. You're right. Every day, every fucking day.
Why is the war in Russia still going? He told us the day after he got elected, it would take him one day to end the war in Ukraine. Why is that still going on? Why do Democrats not bring this shit up? Like, why was that not in his face constantly?
It's I don't know. It is obnoxious. I fucking hate it. But, all right. Any more? Those are the only two I had. But
let's wrap it up.
Let's do it, folks.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It has been an excellent return here in 2025, and I hope you take our New Year's resolution seriously. If you want to hear from an awesome content creator that you haven't heard of before, our guest, Off Jawagon, how can people find you?
It's just OFF_JAWAGGON on pretty much all the platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, although I don't get paid for this except for video views and some other stuff. So if you follow me on TikTok or YouTube, I do get paid for you watching that content. So I always appreciate that there. But obviously, you listen to the content. That's why we do what we do. So if Instagram's where you consume, I appreciate that too. I've got a website, offjawagon.com, where you can get merch, and we've got a podcast as well that John's been on. Hopefully we can get TJ and John on there together soon, or maybe just TJ by himself so he can have a little bit of the spotlight to himself. But that's the Let Them Eat Toast podcast. That's every week on Tuesday. You can get that wherever you get your podcast or on my YouTube channel in video form like this as well. So yeah, check me out if you like what I have to say here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Off Jawagon. Would love to be on your podcast sometime. Sorry I couldn't make it the last show. But yeah, folks, thanks for watching the show. We appreciate you checking in on John reminded me the first episode of the year for the Left Wing. And stay tuned for the next 12 months. We guarantee you will be seeing a whole lot more hypocrisy, lying, insults, and casual use of violent language. We got that for you all 12 months of 2025. You heard it here first. Catch you later, folks. All right. Good stuff.